Welcome to Shom Achshav on the Daf. She responds to Lui Nishmas. I'm Yaakov Shalom Le'abas Yitzchok. We're holding in Sanhedrin Daf Tetzayin. The Gemara in the end of Mud Aleph brings the Maisa with Dovid Hamelech that we learned also in Brachas Daf Gimel. That Dovid Hamelech used to get up at Chatzos Halaylo to learn because the harp would play and wake him up. And then in the morning came Chochomim Yisrael and told him, Adoneinu Hamelech, Amcha Yisrael tzrichim leparnasa. We need parnasa for Am Yisrael. So he told them, Lechu yisparnasu zeh mizeh. Go, you should go and support each other. So they told him 2 lions, the little food is not enough for the lion. You can't fill up the pit with the sand from the pit itself. What exactly that means. So he told them, Lechu pashtu yadechem bigdud. Go start a war. Now the obvious question that many of the Mefarshim bring is, how do we understand the sequence of events? The first part of the Gemara is referring to something that happens every single day. Dovid Hamelech used to have a wake-up call at midnight, and he used to learn every night till the morning. The second part, is that something that happened every single day? Chochomim Yisrael went to Dovid Hamelech every single day and told him, what should we do? And he told him to start a war. There was a new war starting every morning. How do we understand this conversation between Dovid Hamelech and Chochomim Yisrael? Rabbi Tzaddik HaKohen, in a Sefer Dovid Tzaddik, he has a part on Maseches Brachos. And there he explains this Gemara as follows. He starts by saying that the harp above the bed of Dovid Hamelech is what makes sure Dovid Hamelech doesn't sleep too much. It's Dal Lifnei Miyat Ha'omet. You always have to know because Baruch Hu is in front of you. So that yira that Dovid Hamelech has does not allow him to sleep too much, and he goes to do Avodas Hashem. When the morning comes, when this Meir Shacha, what is it talking about? Meaning that you have what brings Am Yisrael to go do Avodas Hashem. The morning wakes up Am Yisrael and tells them, Kumu l'Avodas Habayah, you have to start doing Avodas Hashem. What are we talking about? So it explains with something, until now Dovid Hamelech is learning Torah. But now when comes the day, now is the Avodas Hamaisiyos, you have to do mitzvahs. And the Shaila is, what is the best way to do the Avodas Hashem? So Chochomim Yisrael come to Dovid Hamelech and say, what should we do? So he told him, Lechu yisparnasu zeh mizeh. What does it mean yisparnasu zeh mizeh? Meaning, go do what your natural tendency is to do. Go do the mitzvahs that is easy for you to do. Go do the Avodas Hashem that you're able to accomplish because that's what your nature allows you to do. So say Chochomim to Dovid Hamelech, that's good, that's okay. But ain't a mitzvahs b'yasa'ari. Ve'ein a bor mispal mechul yosei. A person cannot accomplish his mission in the world by just doing what's easy for him, by just doing what he feels is comfortable. He needs to go and overcome the challenges that Yetzer Hara gives him. He needs to go do things that's not comfortable for him to do. He needs to conquer new territories. So Dovid Hamelech says, okay, so go to war. Go to war doesn't mean go to war against the enemies, meaning the physical enemies. Go to war means go to war against the Yetzer Hara. Go do mitzvah, which is difficult to do. Have his gabrus al-Yetzer Hara. And he adds to it that it says in the pasuk, "V'nei toiv me'od, toiv is Yetzer toiv me'od is Yetzer Hara." A person is accomplishing his mission in the world only when he fights against the Yetzer Hara and overcomes it. And he adds, Yetzer Hara is called se'or shebehiso, the yeast in the dough. Without the yeast, the dough doesn't grow. You need to have that war, you have to have that challenge in order to grow. So Dovid Hamelech tells the Chochomim, you're right, the Avodas Hashem needs to be this way. It's not enough only to do what's easy and comfortable, but you need to be mizgaber and fight the Yetzer Hara. The Ohev Yisrael Me'apta has a little different take. He says, also similar, we talk about avoid what to do, but he says regarding parnasa, which means, the Chochomim Yisrael come to Dovid Hamelech and say, we need parnasa. He says, you know what your real Avodas Hashem? Your true Avodas Hashem is a person that should be mistapek b'mut and have bitachon in Hashem. Don't work so hard for parnasa. Don't do such big ishtadlos for parnasa. So told him Chochomim Yisrael, it's not enough. Many in Am Yisrael don't have that level of bitachon. They need to do more ishtadlos for parnasa and not just sit and wait for things to come. So says Dovid Hamelech, okay, so then you have to go to war, which means you have to go do parnasa, you have to work hard to do parnasa. The Gemara continues and says, they take a eitzah from Achitophel, they have the nimlochim with Sanhedrin, and they ask with Urim and Tumim. Says Reb Tzaddik back in the Dovid Tzedek that always you have to have these three things. What are these three things? One is eitzes haseichel. A person has to think in his mind what's the best way to do. That's achitoifel. He gives eitzes. The other one is Imlochim Sanhedrin is Torah, to understand through the Torah what's supposed to happen. And then Urim V'Tumim is to get the Nevuah, to get a deeper of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to get permission to go to war. Says of Tzaddik, these are the three amudim that the world stands on. Torah, Avodah, Gemilas Chasadim. Gemilas Chasadim is the seichel. It makes sense. A person should be nice to his friend. So that's one thing a person has to use in his life. The other is Torah. Torah is to get the eitzah from the Torah, what to do. That's connected to what we learned over here, the Sanhedrin. And Avodah is the Hashras Hashchine B'maisei Yodov. That a person is doing things and he sees what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from him. He sees by doing some things he's successful, something not. Based on his avodah, he gets to understand what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from him. That's connected to Urim V'Tumim. So Tzaddik is mechadash over here. That a person in his daily life can have also the asking the Achitoifel and asking Sanhedrin, asking Urim V'Tumim. Because every person on his own has his own understanding what to do. He can try to understand through the Torah, and a person does through his avodah, he's able to connect to the level of Urim V'Tumim. Anyone who wants to join Shom HaChshava email us to WhatsApp, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.